thank you so much for coming to your weekly love reading. This love reading is for June 16th through June 22nd. It should resonate for Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Those of you that are cross-watching, welcome, welcome. This can be your situation or your partner's. It just kind of depends. I do know of multiple Aries that have that Aries on Aries, type of love going on. So I think that, and a lot of the questions are, well, which one is me? I think whatever situation feels in best, that you're most connected with. And if you're still having a hard time, maybe check out like your moon sign or your Venus and kind of go from there. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to receive alerts for when I post my readings. Also, too, please feel free to comment. I love reading what you guys write and really kind of getting to know you, like on a one-on-one basis. You're like, you don't need to know me. Mind your damn business, Gemini. Okay, I feel it. I'm there. But, I fucking love Aries. Like, I don't know how else to say that. I just love you guys. I love how passionate you are, how fiery and feisty and on the move. So, I like seeing what you guys write. All right, with that being said, if you want to book a personal reading, you always can do so by checking out my website, aaptarot.com, not to be mistaken for AARP or Aflac. Okay, I don't know why Aflac comes to mind, but either way, just know it's aaptarot.com, or you can simply click the link in the description, and then that will shoot you right over to, the booking system. So, with that being said, Aries, let's just hop into your reading. Well, let me stop talking. All right. Who is Aries' person of interest romantically? Who is Aries' person of interest romantically? 10 of Cups. Hello, can I come in? I'm here for this, okay? How does Aries feel about their person of interest romantically? 10 of Pentacles. Holy shit, Aries. I don't know what happened, but whatever was stagnant from the last month or so, it looks like it's all kind of coming to a conclusion and things are actually going in your direction, and I'm fucking here for this. Okay. All right. What is the current issue or situation with Aries and their person of interest? Princess of Cups. Okay. Some type of surprise. Beautiful. What is the issue? Or what is a block or external influence here for Aries? Block or external influence for Aries. Romantically. Okay, King of Wands. So that can literally be a Leo, you Aries, or Sagittarius. All right. What is the best potential outcome for Aries and their partner romantically? 16th through the 22nd for Aries. Okay. So that was the 9 of Pentacles reversed. That's dope. It may be that some of you are actually getting into a very solid relationship. So here's the thing. How your partner views themselves is they view themselves as somebody who is a very peaceful lover. Like, this person feels like, they need a lot of desire, like they have a lot of desire and harmony. They feel like they're very considerate of your emotions. They're very diplomatic, very warm. They can be sensitive even if they pretend like they're not. At times, definitely, I think that you may feel like this person can be too dependent, or, sometimes they may be emotionally manipulative, or, you may think that, or they may think that, or that sometimes there is a level of passive, aggressiveness. However, I do feel like your partner, Aries, would do anything for you. They would definitely bend over backwards in order to keep, your guys' relationship running. And I do feel strongly that this person gives you a level of emotional security that is needed here. And ironically enough, I feel like how you guys are viewing this situation or viewing, this relationship is like you're somebody who likes to love how you want to love, right? You're very intellectual, you have a different type of vibration that's vibrating at a very, high level. I think that you are somebody who has all these amazing ideas, and especially when it comes to love, you like to love with a variety of things. And, you Aries in this situation have the ability to adapt to most situations. And I think that you love romance. I think that, you know, you're very resourceful and witty and fun-loving and curious. However, I think sometimes, you know, your partner views you as non-committal. At times it can be, you know, there may be a level of inconsistency sometimes, and that's just because you're constantly thinking. However, you know, you're very attractive to others. You're very friendly. And I think something that's very different that a lot of people right now for these Aries that are watching don't realize is that, you know, you choose your partner. And yeah, you know, you will have a lot of choices because of who you are. However, there's something that goes for having an emotional but yet a mental stimulation, some type of mental connection with this person, right? That is very, very important to you. And if there isn't a level of mental stimulation, then you're not engaged. And that's where I feel like for you, the inconsistency and the non-commitment comes in. Right? You have to be sold mentally. And sometimes that doesn't happen until there's like something big that occurs that makes you go, oh shit, right? Okay, 10 of Cups, as far as your person is concerned, it definitely can be a Pisces. This is Mars in Pisces. You know, your person is very loving. Your person is very caring. They may have a family. They may have kids. This person is somebody who's very positive, very optimistic, especially when it comes to love and, you know, when it comes to you. I do feel like, you know, there is a level of emotional stability here, you know. However, you may view that as not obtainable because it is cups, right? But this person feels like as long as my mind is right, like anything is possible. They're big with dreaming, and they're big with keeping like a positive type of, you know, atmosphere. Me more about their person of interest. 6 of Pentacles, also possibly a Taurus or a Libra, or they have this, you know, potentially in their chart. I do feel that, you know, this person, you know, like I said earlier, there may be a level of insecurity with them because I do feel like they're always giving. There's somebody who's always giving. Maybe they've even given to you financially, okay? Or they give you like extravagant gifts. Like there's definitely something here where they express how they feel through items that they give you. I do think too that they offer you a level of support and a level of true love and compassion that is a very spiritual based love, right? And it comes from past life. It comes from them being a soulmate or, you know, whatever. And I definitely feel like the moment that you and this person laid eyes on each other, it was like, yo, that's it. You know, like that is my soulmate. This is the person, you know, that I definitely can see myself with. This is a person, you know, that is, you know, it sparks your curiosity because of how they handle things. I also feel like too, with the 6 of Pentacles being Moon in Taurus, this person likes to be comfortable. They like things to be extremely balanced. More information here. They may work at a bank, or they may work with money or numbers. That is coming in very strongly here, especially with the Pentacles. More information about their person of interest. Okay, 10 of Swords. It can be a Gemini. Because this is Gemini Sun. This can be somebody who, you know, you've had a very painful past with or painful experience with. However, you know, what's dope about the 10, and if you are dealing with a Gemini, is whatever pain has then turned into power or has then turned into, you know, a transformation. It's transformed, you know, from the 10 of Swords to the 10 of Cups. That's why I think that there's something else going on here. Why were they upset? The Lovers. Okay? That's definitely Gemini again. They're upset because they fucking love you, Aries. They're upset because they genuinely are in love with you. And for whatever reason, you and them were just maybe at this time that the 10 of Swords happened, you just weren't communicating on the same plane. Like this dude down here is on Earth. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, she's over here up in the clouds. And it's almost like they're reaching for one another, but they're not on the same playing field, right? The Lovers also happens, I do want to say this, because you are Aries, and this is why I feel like this person is a soulmate or a forever person. I don't use the term twin flame. I don't like it. but I do think that there are certain people that you're meant to be with. I feel like this is one of them. And let me tell you why. Because in this deck, anytime you have the Lovers, it is the Emperor, which is you, and the Empress that get together. And the moment that they consummate their marriage, that's when the Lovers are born. So, you know, the thing about that is there's a lot of pain that I think sometimes comes along with this, because it's a level of understanding and a level of communication that maybe you guys just weren't on the same page for a period of time. However, I do think that, you know, that is definitely changing. That is changing significantly. Especially with this. I mean, this person is very stable, and they're very loving, and they're very harmonious. Like, they're very family oriented. You can trust them. They are super domestic, which may be interesting to you because they don't come off that way. However, you know, they can be superficial at times and definitely jealous and possessive and not willing to change. Maybe they're very stubborn in their ways with like, no, I don't want to wait for you. I want you now, right? It definitely can be that type of energy, right? However, they don't like when things are not right. They're willing to do the work to make sure that, you know, you're happy, that they're happy, that there is a level of harmony that's flowing within inside of your relationship. You know, and I think that this is beautiful because they do give you a level of balance and a level of stability that you may or may not have. Can you give me more information here? Oh, Lovers. This could be somebody that is in technology. This can be somebody who is a therapist. This can be somebody, you know, like I said, IT, something very technology, you know, driven in communication, somebody that talks, you know, has a way of expressing themselves, you know, somebody that is seen. Four of Wands. That is Aries, by the way. You know, I feel like too, I think that the Four of Wands is all about, you know, understanding the level of desire that you're craving for, and also rediscovering that with this person. It's like going back to when things were good, because this is a very playful energy. It's a very playful card. Also too, with the Four of Wands, you know, there's an agreement here. I feel like you and this person this week may reach an agreement, and it may be, you know, bringing intimacy back into, you know, your relationship, right? And this is Venus and Aries. So this is very much the need to physically touch them. This is a need to physically, you know, see them, put your hands on them, and be in their presence. I am getting that strongly as well. And I feel like this is something that you or your partner manifested. Okay, how you feel about them is the Ten of Pentacles. I think that you feel like this person has everything. That's what I get, Aries. I feel like you definitely see that this person has everything that you want. This person is very solid, that they're in a position where they've done the hard work. And now, you know, they have a nice home. They have nice things. They have the ability to move in the manner that they want. And this is Virgo. Okay, King of Cups. Possibly a Leo or a Scorpio. It can also be a Cancer or a Pisces. However, I feel like those are secondary. So I feel like it'd be like Cancer, Pisces, Moon, Rising, or Venus. But let's take the signs out of it. This person is somebody who has the ability to express themselves. And same thing with Leo. This person is somebody who is very, like, you view them as very practical, stable, focused, attached, very tough, very independent. There's a lot of strong emotions I feel like you have for this person. Especially because I think you know that they're very loyal to you. More information on how Aries feels about their person of interest. Woo. Six of Swords. You may have to travel to see them. There may be a type of conversation that's had this week, 16th through the 22nd, where, and again, this is Mercury and Venus, or Mercury in, I lied. Hello, Whitney. It's Mercury in Aquarius. So that's having a conversation and being very honest. That's about having a conversation that isn't well thought out. It's not predictable, but it's a conversation that changes how this relationship goes. And in the past weeks, it seems like no one was really talking and no one was really budging. However, there is talks about how do you grow this relationship? How do you incorporate a level of balance or harmony back into, you know, where things are supposed to go? Look, here's the sixes. You know what I mean? Sixes are all about balance. They're all about having that level, you know, of stability. And I think something that probably confuses you, sorry, I got shit flying all over the place. Something that you may like about this person is the fact that they're very unique. They're highly intelligent. They think in a different manner. They're a very caring partner, you know, who may be rebellious and moody at times and unpredictable. However, they bring a level of excitement to your life. And this is somebody who is probably your friend before you guys were ever even romantic. You know, and also too, it may be a possibility that you guys are a different religion or a different culture maybe, but this person is very different than you. And they're much different than what you expected because the outside doesn't match the inside. That's what I'm getting. In a good way, not in a bad way. All right. So what does Aries like about their person of interest romantically? The 10 of Wands, penetration and success. I think that they like the fact that honestly, you know, there was a transformation, that you and this person coming together, you guys do have a level of success, right? Because believe it or not, the 10 of Wands in this isn't bad, which is crazy, right? Because the 10 of Wands usually isn't a great card, but I just feel like, you know, the power of you and this person coming together, you know, success happens when you both are satisfied. And I feel like for whatever reason, up until this point, you may have not been completely satisfied when it came to love. There was always something missing. However, with this person, it's very different. 8 of Wands. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of sexual chemistry here. There's a lot of passion. There's a lot of, you know, enjoying this person's, how they are. Also, too, you, like I said, you may be at a distance. That is coming in strongly. Also, too, you know, it's like you and this person, I feel like when you see each other, because you may be seeing each other, or when you do see each other, it's like you savor every moment. Like you don't want it to end. And I think that you've never had that with somebody. Like you've always been heavily focused on work, heavily driven by this, heavily driven by that. And maybe love and relationships hasn't been one of them, except when it comes to this person. Like this person has the ability to communicate things to you in a manner that makes you think constantly throughout the day. You can't get them out of your mind. What does Aries not like about their person of interest? The King of Swords. I'm going to be honest. You don't like how fast they can cut you. That's Aquarius. That's Leo. You don't like the fact that this person can be very harsh with their words. This person may say things that are very hurtful. Also, too, if this person doesn't get their way, they may disconnect very quickly and walk away. And I don't think you like that because there's no control here. This person is the one that's in control. And they have the ability to shut you out, the Hermit. And then you're on the outside watching and waiting. You don't like that. You don't like the fact that you can't pinpoint what they're going to do, their actions at every moment. That makes you nervous. Definitely. I also feel like, too, if there is a level of distance between you guys, that makes you nervous. There's a fear of, what is this person doing, right? Well, if they're saying something to me, are they, you know, is that really true? Like, I do think that you and this person need a level of clarity with where your relationship is going and where it's moving forward. That is coming in very, very, very strongly. I'm going to throw that out there. Now, for the current situation, it's the Princess of Cups. Why? What's causing this Princess of Cups? Justice. Okay. Leo. Or Libra, I'm sorry. You know, I think that this person is surprising you because they want to make things right. They want to do the right thing. You know, the coffin is here because I feel like They want to put things to rest that don't serve you or them. And they want to have, you know, a balance between heart and head, right? And they want to be in a place that's very harmonious. And I feel like that surprises you. It surprises you because there's a lot that was hidden prior. And this person was very defensive over, you know, their emotions and how they feel. They may be somebody who reacts out of emotion. And I feel like you didn't see this coming. Okay, what's this? Okay. I feel like too, Aries, this is something you've thought about for a long time. I feel like the situation is you're trying to figure out whether or not this is something that can grow. Like, okay, this is a new beginning to you and this person opening up and talking and being together, Princess of Cups, right? However, it's like you don't know exactly where it's going. It's just the beginning of something. It's the beginning of, you know, emotionally investing in this person again. However, Four of Swords, that's Jupiter in Libra. That's very much a thought process of, but what happens from here? Where does this go? You know, does this have the potential of growing? Like you're really trying to figure it out. Like you're really trying to figure out what's the right thing to do here. Why? Why is it stuck? Or what are they thinking about? And this can be for you or this person. Three of Pentacles. Mars and Capricorn. Does this work? How do we make sure that this makes sense and that we're doing the right thing? How do we take action? It's almost like somebody has to be in control. And if it hurts them, it's okay because they're in control of the situation. Like that's almost how it is. It's almost like, but I said what I said type of thing, right? It's almost like, you know, how you're going to take control here is by really putting yourself out there. How you're going to take control, you know, it is in a very, very different manner, I feel like, than what usually happens. You know, it's like a teacher, like somebody is trying to teach somebody how to love. It's about being successful, you know, and strong with inside of the relationship, but almost looking at it like a business, right? Almost very practical. However, sometimes I think with all that practicality, it can be a little bit tense and narrow-minded, right? And sometimes I feel like somebody is alienated because, you know, maybe someone falls short, or maybe somebody's insecure that they have shortcomings, right? That is then created. And I think at times somebody is an emotional volcano, like they're ready to blow. Because they're used to getting what they want. They're used to having who they want. Like this person is a jack of all trades, whoever you're dealing with, I feel like. You know, they're very sympathetic. They're a teacher. They're very tolerant. However, here's the however part. Don't get it twisted. They're very determined. And, you know, they don't care how much money they have to spend to make you get that, or you spend that to get them, whatever. It's like, that's how they show their love, right? And it's like, they show their love by helping their partners. They show their love by saying like, oh, you need this? Okay, let me help you fix this. Oh, you want that? Okay, cool. And maybe for whatever reason, what you're thinking about is does this make sense? Right? Am I good enough for this person? Do I want to move forward? How does Aries feel about the current situation with their person of interest? The Star. It's attractive, right? There's Aquarius. There's something very attractive about this situation because it's new, because you don't know where it's going to go, and because of Judgment. It is a rebirth. It is a transformation. This is a soulmate connection. And again, it's love at first sight. Scorpio, Capricorn. Okay? There's something that's tying you guys together. Whether this tie together between you and them is a spiritual contract, a karmatic contract, or the fact that you're soulmates, like you and this person are not done experiencing things with one another. Like, you're not. And I strongly get that. And you know that. I feel like you know that, Aries. And I think it makes you mad why you're so connected to this person. Because I think for you, it's easier to end things and be friends, right? Because then your emotions aren't attached. However, the problem is you're connected in a different way. As I said, that shit, the lovers fell out. Hello? Do we need to go any further? Like, I don't know what else to say here. Like, look at the sixes. Lovers, six of, I mean, those are all sixes. And that's all about reunion. There is a reunion here, peace and harmony and rebalance that's being established from all the destruction and aggression that was there prior. Now, an external influence is the King of Wands. Let's see. How does Aries feel about this King of Wands? The Empress. You feel good about them. Libra or Taurus. You know, I feel like for whatever reason, you or your partner really look at the other person as somebody that they can grow with. Somebody that's very attractive. Somebody that's, you know, finally, for those of you guys that are cross-watching, your partner is finally taking control here. Your partner is finally expressing what they want in a way that makes you feel like the Empress. For those of you Aries that are watching, that are curious about your partner is finally expressing themselves. Okay? And it's making you feel good. It's giving you hope that there's something here that can grow. It's giving you hope that this is something that just needs a little bit of nurturing and, you know, caressing, and you have it. It's making you feel good. And I feel like it's because the King of Wands, who, you know, typically is Leo, this person is really putting themselves out there and expressing matters of the heart. This person is really being the one that's actively giving. They're the ones that are giving. This is something very a matured energy. This is something that's formed. This is something that's expressive. This is something that is in your face. You can't deny it, and neither can they. And it's something that was stalled prior. Prince of Pentacles. That's Gemini or it's Virgo. It may have been stalled because of a Virgo. Because how does Aries feel about this Virgo? One more time. How does Aries feel? I'm sorry, not about the Virgo. But how does Aries feel about this Prince of Pentacles? How does Aries feel about the Prince of Pentacles? The Sun. See, for them, this is how I feel like, okay? I feel like for whatever reason, this is something that happened quick and then it stopped, right? It happened way too fast, and I feel like you or your partner pulled back. They're like, whoa, this is too much. I don't know where the hell this is going. This is too much. And I do feel like things were stalled for a period of time. Okay? What's dope about the Prince of Pentacles, though, is, you know, one, this can pertain to business, right? But two, I feel like, you know, this person, this is very realistic. This is a very grounded energy, and it's something that's long term. This is something that took time to progress. This is something that took time to, you know, possibly 9 months. Shit, I don't know. But this took time to manifest into something big, into something real. And what's crazy about it is you feel good. You feel like when you talk to this person or when you're around this person, it's the Sun. It's an overwhelming sense of happiness, but you are happy, and what's happiest is your heart. I'm not trying to sound hella gay because that's, or not, let me take that back. I'm not trying to sound like overly pushing like this happiness, right? Because there's a lot of happiness here, but like you can't deny this. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't deny how happy that this person makes you. Damn it, the Empress falls out again. It's like you want to create something with this person. You can build a legacy with them. And I feel like you love that. And if at one time there was words that were said to one another, hurtful things, for whatever the reasoning was, it was done from a very immature place. And it was done because this person was very emotional when it came to you. Yeah. And I feel like there's a lot of sexual chemistry here. I feel like when you know, you don't have this person, it's like you feel very lonely. But then the moment that you and them get together, it's like, wow, this is it. You know, this is my person. Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. You can also feel like the Queen of Cups, where you're very nurturing, like, come here and just talk to me. You know, put your head in between my boobs and let's talk. You know, it's fine. Like, what do you want to eat? You know what I mean? What do you need to say? It's cool. I have you. It's a very nurturing, loving energy that's allowing this person to break down their walls. And I also feel like, you know, whatever you weren't getting or whatever somebody was feeling guilty about, that's all leaving. Because this person is now no longer guilty about what they didn't do. Promises that they made that they never did, right? Things that they didn't tell you. Half-truths. Like, this person is finally being honest with you to a certain extent. So your outcome for this week, it's the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Dope. Obviously, somebody's no longer single. I'm here for that. Because the Eight of Pentacles was there, the work was already done, right? So, you know, or maybe you're no longer single and you and this person are now working towards making things right. It can be it can be a ton of things until we clarify it. If you want to know more about what is going on for the situation, as well as, how does your partner feel about you romantically? What do they... Let's see, how do they want to move forward, or what are their intentions? What are they hiding? Their next actions, your advice, and then the outcome card. Please feel free to click on the link in the comment section. It's going to take you to Vimeo. And on there, we're going to kind of dive deeper in what your partner is thinking. I know this is a short reading, but it's like, similar to Gemini, if it's not super complex, if there's not a lot of things going on here that are making things challenging, it's a very easy read. It's like, it is what it is. I guess that's the best way to put it. Like, there is something that's coming together right now, and it's something that's beautiful, and things are being expressed in a manner that maybe they haven't been prior. And I definitely feel like, people are fighting, and they're not, you're not willing to leave this person behind without making it right. You're not willing to do that. You or your partner isn't, until you exhaust all options here. It's really beautiful. So, Aries, this is your reading. I love you very much. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comment section. If you want to book a personal reading, you can always do so. And with that being said, those of you that are following me over to Vimeo, let's roll. And everyone else, I love you. I'll talk to you later. Peace.